the government created, which welfare programs obviously destroyed the black family.
I always hate the narrative of just better. I always hate the narrative of better education. We just need to educate. We need to teach people. We need to teach them.
And it was the intention of Lyndon Baines Johnson to do that because he was an avowed racist and spent decades in the Senate voting against every measure to give black Americans any measure of freedom until he was basically forced with a figurative bullet to his head to sign the Civil Rights Act to restore some calm nationally. So I think, first of all, everything begins with education, and I think that people that are nefarious understand that, which is why the 70% illiteracy rate that we're seeing across inner city communities is in my opinion by design. 40% of students now can't pass the literacy exam, excluding Black America.
When we say by design, who would want that?
People that want to control you. There's a reason why when we had slave codes, slaves weren't allowed to learn how to read. When you're not educated, anything I tell you becomes your reality.
I can understand that, but slaves worked and did stuff, right?
Yeah, so do Americans. Every day we go to work and our money gets sent overseas.
But they have to be literate to go to work, right? I feel like illiterate black people that are doing gang violence probably aren't serving.
You are.
What?
Because you keep voting in the people that are taking more power from you, right?
Do you think those people are voting much? The black gangbangers and stuff?
I think, yes, black people do vote, and it's not just...
Hold on. To be very clear, I didn't say black people, because I don't think that all black people are like this. I'm saying that, specifically the ones that are illiterate, involved in gang violence, and are unemployed. Do you think that they're, out there voting in a meaningful way that's changing the political landscape of the United States? Are they having, a meaningful impact on the electoral system?
Yeah, so even if people are fully illiterate, they will vote if they have an emotional reason to vote, which is...
She's right about that.
What the Democrats very much understand. I want to correct my language there and say, because I think it's uniparty at this.
Okay, so she's saying that Democrat policies are purposely going into heavily black areas and suppressing their education via policy so that they can emotionally sway them at the ballot box, which, while a fine argument, requires a significant amount of proof.
That they will continue to vote emotionally. So when you see something like, black people rioting and looting in the streets because of what happened to George Floyd, what you are dealing with is people that are being intentionally misinformed about circumstances so that they are emotionally reactive. Because, I have children. I have a 3-year-old. I know what it means to be ignorant. My child can't read. He is emotionally reactive. And if you can turn an entire population into an emotionally reactive toddler that has no facts or no understanding of history, you can make them do whatever it is that you want them to do. So
this is a really good narrative. It requires a lot of proof, but it's a good narrative. She says, look, how do you verify that you're being told the truth by the powers that be? How can you verify that? Because they can come out and find, how do you know if it's true or it's false? Well, generally, literacy would probably be the best defense to that, right? You can go do your own research. You can see if what they're saying is true or false, or if their narratives are true or false, or if this happened or it didn't happen, this kind of thing. This is actually something that can be very successfully argued. And I'm glad that she's bringing the point up, because she's basically right, by the way. She's basically right. Lester Diamond sends in $5, says, Christians must make peace with the left on grounds of love of U.S. to see who is our real enemy. If you love the U.S., some things must be agreed on. Yeah, we're not going to be able to come to terms with the progressive leftists on anything. They want Christianity to be completely and totally abolished, ultimately. They'll allow you to practice it as long as... basically the practice of it has no cultural influence at all.